Imagine if you needed to switch integration logic depending on the header of an HTTP request. We built this demo so you could learn how to implement logic that is based on a value in the header of an HTTP payload. Hello and welcome to the Martini Knowledge Base video series. In this use case, we'll accept a payload via HTTP, inspect the header of the request, and then, depending on the value in the header, write the payload to an SQL database. You can run this demo on any edition of Martini, including the free Community Edition. When you start Martini, you'll be greeted with a welcome screen containing demos for integrating systems, building workflows, designing APIs, or creating applications. Click on Demo 006 HTTP to SQL and click Install. The package Demo 006 HTTP to SQL will be automatically downloaded. Click on Finish. It would then appear on your navigator. Right-click the package and click Start. A green icon will indicate that it has started, while a test procedure that you can follow will also appear on your screen. Let's do the test together. First, we'll have to send a request to the API. Note that you can use your preferred HTTP client to do this, or use Martini's desktop built-in HTTP client. Let's go with Martini's HTTP client by clicking on Window, Show View, and then clicking on HTTP Client. The tab should appear on your screen. Let's move this right here. Next, we'll send an SKU payload to the e-commerce SKU. Copy the request URL from the test procedure to the HTTP client's UI. Make sure that the request is sent as a POST request by clicking on the drop-down on the left and selecting Post. Using our HTTP client, we're going to send a request to our API. We have implemented the API to execute different logic depending on the value contained in the header of the request. If the request contains a value of inventory, then it'll write the payload to an inventory database. Whereas if the header contains a value of e-commerce, then it'll write the payload to an e-commerce database. On the Headers tab, click on the green plus icon and put in XSKU entity as the name. Type in either inventory or e-commerce in capital letters as the value. For this demo, let's go with inventory. Next, click on the Body tab, and then on the drop-down box, choose JSON. If you're sending SKU data to the inventory entity, copy this example payload from the test procedure to the Body tab. On the other hand, if you're sending SKU data to the e-commerce entity, copy this sample payload instead. Since we went with inventory a while ago, let's go with the inventory entity. Once you're done with that, on the upper right of the HTTP client UI is the Send button. Hit the Send button and the message SKU data mapped and saved in the inventory SKU database should appear. To check on our inventory SKU database table, go to the query files on the navigator by clicking on Core, Queries, and double-clicking on the Demo 006 Select All SKU from Inventory.sql file. You should see the saved data in the database table for the request you just sent by running the query. You can do this by clicking the green Run Query button in the query file opened. To learn how all of that worked and how the integration was carried out, you can check a line-by-line guide in our knowledge base article linked on the video description down below. You can get started with Martini for free at torocloud.com. Please feel free to leave a comment, hit that like button if this demo helped, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more instructional videos such as this one.